Looks like we are live. Yeah, looks like we are live. Alright, today we're going to talk about another paid community success story. A really exciting one. Alright, let's jump right into it. So yeah, today we're going to take a look at a high ticket paid community called Evolve by Spencer Pavliv. Evolve by Spencer Pavliv. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name incorrectly. He has two different paid communities. He has one free community with 129 members, Evolve Apex. And then he has Origins e-commerce with 1,500 members at $98 per month. And he has the one that we're going to take a look at today called Evolve with 789 members at $1,700 per month. So yeah, the name of the community is Evolve. He's using the school platform. The short description, Evolve. Get rich quick for sure. Evolve. Welcome to Evolve. This community has been made to help businesses find success with Facebook ads and scale their brands one step at a time. Let's look at the longer description. Evolve, there's a sales video, how to scale your e-com brand to $10 million a month. Let's look at the text. Welcome to Evolve, where Shopify brands scale past $100,000 a day with Facebook ads and a lot more. 500 plus operators doing $1 million to $100 million a year, sharing what's working now. 49 students scaling past their first $100,000 a day. We've generated $200 million plus on Shopify. Actively spending $3 million a month on Meta. 77 new modules in 2026. Iteration playbook. Copywriting program. Supply chain. Finance. Monthly plan. Access to Sean and Spencer via Discord. No DM. Programs 200 plus modules. Creatives. Copywriting, supply chain and finance. New modules monthly. Invite only Discord of 500 plus 7 to 9 figure brands. 1 seat / membership. Vetted plugs. Suppliers, payment processors and more. E-com solutions, payment holds. DMCA, account bans. 2 weekly group calls with Sean and Spencer, plus 7 to 9 figure experts. Cancel anytime by yourself. One-on-one mentorship with Sean and Spencer, invite only. Everything above. Monthly one-on-one calls, DM access. CRO and AI program. $2,500 value. Not included in monthly. Book call to qualify for one-on-one. And there's a link. If you're doing $50,000 a month or below, join Origins. This was a bit confusing, but yeah. Looks like this is a paid community specifically for Shopify brands. or people in e-commerce that are doing at least $100,000 a day. I'm sorry, not $100,000 a day. I mean, it looks like this is a paid community for Shopify brands or e-com brands that are doing at least at least $50,000 a month in revenue. That's what it looks like. But yeah, let's look at the video. It's a 14 minute and 11 seconds long video. That's quite long, but there might be some amazing lessons there, because he's selling memberships at $1,700 per month. And it looks like he's doing it without any sales calls. Let's try to click on join. Payment method. Card. Now it's asking for card and stuff. His website text says something about not included in monthly. What does that mean? I thought that meant that he has a yearly plan. But as of now, I can't see his yearly plan, or if he has one. But yeah, I guess one of the things I should have covered first is how much money is this guy making on this specific community, taking into account that he already has another community, and this is a higher ticket one. I guess this one has been higher ticket from the beginning. It's very hard to say, but it might actually be very possible that he has been charging $1,700 a month from the very beginning. If that's the case, and if he has 789 paying members times $1,700 per month, that's $1,341,300 per month in revenue. And who knows what's going on inside? Maybe he's upselling other things, but I guess this is like the main product. But it's hard to say, because it mentions something about finance and stuff, and who knows, maybe that's something he's earning commissions on or something like that. But yeah, even if he's spending a bunch on ads, $1,341,300 in revenue per month. So he might actually be making over $1 million in profit per month on this community alone. Exciting stuff. But yeah, let's take a look at the video, because even if the video is long, it might be worth watching the whole thing, because then we can learn how somebody is selling memberships at $1,700 a month without sales calls.
You were asking us like, oh, what's our goals for like Q4? I was like 50k a day. Hopefully we managed to hit 50 to 100k a day, and then it became 180k.
Nate as well. This guy is 18. He scaled to about 100k a day. He's still in high school.
Yeah, again, my name is Nate. I watched the modules and everything, and so I was able to scale like 100k a day on Black Friday.
Big 150k from Yassine. I was working with Yassine since around like May, if you can see this. he came to me, and he was actually doing like 1K a day, and he was in big debt, and basically helped him pretty much scale. And he went from 1K a day to like 100K a day in 6 months.
So I joined it. I was doing between 10 to 20K a day. About 2 weeks later, or 2.5 weeks later, I was scaling up past 100K a day.
My name's Ryan. I've been in e-commerce for about 5 years. I was doing 20, 30K days for a little while, and now I'm hitting like 100K days since joining Evolve.
100K days. Okay, you've seen our results. So in this video, I'm gonna go over how we've helped over 150 brand owners scale their brand and helped multiple of them hit over 100K per day. So you've seen a ton of programs out there already. If you're making so much of e-com, why do we even have this program? Well, good question. We didn't create this program to sell, you dummy. Evolve is actually our internal training for our own team. So everything we did to scale to over 800K day, you have access to the same systems as well. And since it's our internal training, any updates we do, anything we learn will always be updated. There are updates in Evolve almost every month to make sure we keep up with the latest e-com trends. And life wasn't always like the results we show you guys. We've been in the game for 5 years.
Sorry guys for pausing the video. I just have to comment on this while I have it in mind. He says that it was his internal trainings. Like the trainings they have for their own employees and stuff. That's what they turned into a paid community. Just keep that in mind. That might be an opportunity for a lot of people. Maybe you have some SOPs, standard operating procedures, something like that, for your own business that they have systematized really good. If that's the case, maybe you can turn the whole thing into a paid community and sell it that way as well. But yeah, let's continue watching.
No, and I've done it all. From e-com, info, lead gen, funnels, advertorials, you name it, I've done it. In the first 2 years I was in e-com, we ate shit. I couldn't even scale a single brand past $1,000 a day in spend. And whenever performance went down, I'll go looking for the newest Facebook ad strategy. What's my ABO or CBO or my bid caps and cost caps. And those things never really worked out. I couldn't scale still for 2 years straight. And still I figured out at that stage, it's all about creatives. Okay, great. I'm going to focus on creatives. I'm going to do some UGC. I filmed even myself, making content myself, getting new creators in. And we managed to scale brands to now 6-figure months, focusing on creatives. Perfect. So we kept doing that, hired more creators, got creative strategists in, but then we had plateaued as well. How do we get from 6 figures a month to 7 figures a month? We did more creatives and it still didn't convert. We couldn't get to that 7-figure month. And most of you guys are in this boat right now, where you get to a 6-figure month with your product, you can scale further, you think that the product is dead, but actually you just don't know how to make a good winning creative. One brand we worked on for 6 months straight, we were stuck at 200K per month, couldn't scale. 2 months later, the same brand scaled to 300K a day. What changed? Instead of doing just more creatives, we actually just figured out, you know what? We don't actually understand our customers. So we spent the same time doing market research, trying to understand our customers, and we figured out we didn't even know how to position our product. So based on our research, we figured out how to position this product. Eventually, we hit a winning ad, simple image ad. There was a product comparison. Other product bad, ours good. And that was what our customers actually wanted. So simple, that helped us scale to 300K a day. And it all comes down to understanding your customers. Now that we know how to do that, how do you do that at scale? And for us, since we run an agency, it's all a people's business, We managed to be in behind the scenes of brands who have scaled to $10 million a month. And at that point, it's about how you can hire people, how you can incentivize them, and how do you build systems around it. Fortunately for us, that's what we've been doing for the past few years. And on top of that, we have so many clients, we have data from everywhere, and Evolve alone, there's 150 plus members inside. We have so much data, we see what works and what does not. At every stage of e-commerce, from 100K per month, from zero, all the way to $10 million a month, we know what strategies you need to get there. So how do we actually go about it? Over here is our 3-step process you've used across all our clients and the 150 plus brand owners in Evolve to scale to $10 million a month. So it's been tested at scale. The first step, if you're at 50K per month, you want to scale to 300K per month, what you need now is just more volume. You have a product that works already, maybe you rip some creatives to test, it worked, great. Now you just need to double down on it. And so you need to know what you should focus your time on, what you should put more volume in, and what you shouldn't do at all. So things like, should I do EBO or CBO? Should I go Google or not? These questions will usually pop up here, and we will guide you on how to navigate that. Besides that, it's more learning about the marketing fundamentals, what actually makes up a good creative, and then just doing more of it. But more of it is just one part. Important one is tracking everything, making sure you know what's your ad hit rate, how many hours you take to create one ad. And the last one is just breaking limiting beliefs. At this stage, you need to see that one creative can change everything. And we'll be able to show you inside Evolve the examples as well, how dudes make one winning creative and they can scale to 100K days. Showing you it's possible, making sure you put the reps in the right places. After you do that, you should be able to get to 300K per month already. To get to $3 million a month is just now intent. If you do more reps, the problem is you get a lot of junk volume. And usually that doesn't end up scaling you. So it's putting more intent behind your ads, prioritizing making winning ads instead. There's a few hacks and engines we use at this stage to scale to $3 million a month. So the first one is just more intent with your ads. Second one is ad-based CRO, meaning we want to create congruent landing pages and offers. People might say, oh, CRO at this stage is important. You might need to split test menus. That's not what we're doing. We are making landing pages for our best ads, making sure that they're congruent ads and landing pages, because just like you have a winning creative, you can double your spend. What if you have a landing page for that creative that can double the spend again? So double and double, you'll be able to scale out much faster. In case you're stuck with the creatives, that's not your only lever. And the last one is our own UGC method of how we get free content and how we turn those content creators into creative strategists, which is a huge lever to everything you do. Behind the actual ads you make, you will have free content that keeps flowing, and they're actually going to convert by itself. So these are the steps you want to make $3 million a month with more intent. And last two that are important, you're making more creatives. How do you make more intent creatives? It's by completing feedback loops. So we will guide you through how to understand why ads work and why they didn't. We have a whole framework towards that. You can use yourself and teach your team to use it. And like I said, creating more research-backed ideas. You can't just make ads that are quote-unquote good now. You need to make sure that they can do two things. They can both get engagement and convert. This way you can keep scaling to a larger pool of audience while converting them. After that, that's all you need to do to hit the 100K day, to hit your $3 million a month. The last stage is just getting from $3 million a month to $10 million a month. And it all comes down to systems. Systems is basically volume and intent together, which forms systems. So if you want to scale to $10 million a month, you need to find your leverage and where to double down on. Your leverage can be a lot of things, whether it's your creatives, your script writing, your back-end systems. So helping you identify where you should double down on is what's going to help you scale, and systemizing everything. So in the previous slide, we have these three engines already: creatives, content, and CRO. But now how do we actually systemize everything? Because we have learnings from all three teams, let's say. But how do we make sure the learnings are fed across all these three teams so that everything is compounded? Next steps. Of course, hiring is the most important thing here. How do you actually find A players? And more importantly is how do you incentivize them? If not, you're out of the business, but the team isn't going to grow because there's no reason for them to work as hard as you do unless you figure out how to incentivize them. And on top of that, not only finding them, but you need to know how to train them and how to build A-level playing fields, which means if you can build a training system so good, even players, B players, C players, whatever you call them, they go through your training, they go through your feedback loops, and everyone becomes a killer. If you can achieve this, you don't need to only figure out how to hire A players, you can make A players as you wish. And of course, very important, moving to 2025 is leveraging AI in your workflow. What leverage can you use to systemize everything you're doing? And these are the steps you need to scale from $0 to $10 million a month. Look, we've done this for 5 years now. We've helped generate over $100 million in revenue, not including the people in Evolve. So everything you see in the previous slide on all the steps you need, we have exact trainings and modules around it as well. Inside the Evolve program, in our main program over here, you'll have everything that our team does day to day, from how do you actually do the market research, learning your marketing fundamentals. Then from there, what else do you actually create? How do you do the research? What do my customers actually like? What formats will work? How do we generate UGC flywheels at scale? And of course, how do you actually piece it together? The script writing, the visuals, everything together. And then media buying, of course, and then how to analyze your data. You have all this data now. If you're stuck, what do you need to fix? Exact steps on SOPs, as well as direct access to us, ask questions anytime. And on top of that, since it's our internal program, it needs to always be fresh. So every single month there are updates. For example, over here you see things marked by new because we just updated them like last week. Everything we do, you will be at the forefront of as well. Of course, there are also optional programs for CRO and the AI, but these aren't even small programs. The CRO program by itself is very, very dense also, and it covers every single thing our CRO team does, from landing pages to CRO testing. How do you actually double down on your creatives? So from all of these, you learn how to create winning ads, how to understand your customers and double down on them on the back end, as well as leveraging AI in your systems and figuring out how to actually hire your A players, systemizing them to hit $10 million a month. The exact trainings and modules for every single step of that. Since that's what our team does, right? We designed these programs to make sure that everyone who goes through it will become a killer at the end. So it makes it easy for our job. At the same time, it makes it easy for you guys as well. Anyone who goes through this, applies, implements, will become a killer at what they do and be able to scale up to those numbers. Besides the Evolve program, you also get access to the Evolve community hosted on Discord. Within, it is a high-level community. There's 30 plus members currently doing over $1 million per month. So get in here, network, you have direct access to us. There's no coaches, just me and Spencer. Ask us questions anytime. There's messages almost every single hour, 24/7. There will be members from all over the world. Whether you're from Asia, Australia, the States, you can link up, meet up, ask questions any single time. And there's also regular masterminds. We just hosted one in March for Evolve members only. On top of that, any single plug you will need. Whether you need something for video editors or you need Facebook, Instagram unbans, ad approvals, you're currently facing payment holds. Okay, here's some payment processors. Here is how to get rid of your payment holds. Suppliers as well. Any single plug or roadblock you face, we have the solutions to it, since we have done it multiple times over and the people in Evolve have as well. You've seen how we've helped multiple people in Evolve scale to over 100K per day and our process of getting there. You can have us take a look at your business, tell you what is wrong, where you need to fix, and we have the resources on how to help you fix it as well. We only want to work with winners, so if you're currently doing at least 50K per month and you're serious about taking massive action, Evolve is the right fit for you. To join Evolve, there are 2 payment plans. The first one is a monthly payment where you get direct access to me and Spencer, but only through the community. There are no coaches inside, it's just me and Spencer. We practically live inside Discord, so ask us any questions, we'll always answer. Besides that, within the community, you can network with other 7 to 9 figure e-com brand owners and get weekly coaching calls. Also, there's direct access to our Evolve main program, which is the SOPs and systems for Facebook ads and Facebook creatives that we use to hit an 800K day. And any roadblocks you hit, whether you need solutions or plugs for payment holds or account bans, we'll help you navigate through that as well. But if you opt for the annual membership instead, you get everything else mentioned. You'll also get free one-on-one call with either me or Spencer, and it doesn't stop there. We're also giving away free Evolve CRO program and free Evolve AI program. It's everything our team is currently doing for those who expect to scale brands. And you'll also be getting a free Dubai Mastermind recording worth $500 where people actually paid us to go and speak to them about systems and hiring. So if you opt for the annual membership, you'll be getting $10,000 worth of value for free. That's 60% off if you opt for the annual membership. The next step is to go on the school page, click on the yellow join button. It'll prompt you to sign up for an account, and you can click the membership you want, sign up, and then you're good. If you're ready to stop the guesswork and you're ready to get a step-by-step plan of how to grow your e-com brand, we'll see you inside Evolve.
Sorry, did something happen at the end of the video? Let me replay the last part.
Away free Evolve CRO program and free Evolve AI program. It's everything our team is currently doing for those who expect to scale brands. And you'll also be getting a free Dubai Mastermind recording worth $500 where people actually paid us to go and speak to them about systems and hiring. So if you opt for the annual membership, you'll be getting $10,000 worth of value for free.
I don't get it. Annual payment gets 60% off. Is it 60% off because he's counting the value of the bonuses? Looks like this sales video is a bit old. He was talking about in 2025 and stuff. So I guess this sales video is quite a few months old, because here the monthly payment says $1,500 a month. An annual payment, $20,000 a year. But on their actual sales page, it says $1,700 a month. So it looks like they have been kind of gradually increasing the price a little bit.
That's 60% off if you opt for the annual membership. The next step is to go on the school page, click.
And here we have another another scene in the video. And there it says $999 a month. So I guess maybe that was their starting point. It says 273 members, $999 a month.
On the yellow join button, it'll prompt you to sign up for an account. Then you can click the membership you want, sign up, and then you're.
So in this, I guess this is old pricing. $999 a month if paid monthly. If paid annually, it's $825 a month, or $9,900. But this is old pricing, I guess.
If you're ready to stop the guesswork and you're ready to get a step-by-step plan of how to grow your e-com brand, we'll see you inside Evolve.
But yeah, that was the sales video. Seeing that their pricing has been $999 a month earlier. What does that mean? And it's $1,700 a month now. What is the average monthly payment across all those? It is hard to say. Maybe $1,400 on average times 789. It also depends on the churn rates and stuff like that. If $1,400 a month times 789, that's $1,104,600 per month. So yeah, it is still possible that they are making $1 million in profit per month. Exciting stuff. Let's check out the other video.
All right, so I know a lot of you are probably interested in the new copywriting program. So
I'm sorry that this other video is 8 minutes and 8 seconds long.
all right, so I need to film.
And there's a third video, 13 minutes, 42 seconds long. And there's 3 pictures. The 100K a day community. The next picture looks like some kind of testimonial. Next picture. Another testimonial. But yeah, a few thoughts. First of all, it's really fascinating that they are selling it without any form of sales calls. They are selling a monthly membership at $1,700 per month. without any form of sales calls. At least on this page. Another thing, in the sales video he mentioned that they had generated $100 million in 5 years. That's amazing, but what does that mean? I guess that means $100 million in revenue across all the 5 years. I don't think he meant $100 million per year, the last 5 years. So $100 million divided by 5 years, that's an average of $20 million a year. They said over 100 million, so it might be 120, 150 as well, but yeah. If it was a lot more than 100 million, I guess he would have said so. But yeah, that's an average of about $20 million a year in revenue. But in e-commerce, how much of that is profit? I guess there's a lot of ad spend on Facebook ads and stuff, and also product cost, and also fulfillment cost, and operations and stuff like that. Maybe also some kind of financing and stuff. So how much of that average of about $20 million a year was profit? 10%? It's very hard to say. Maybe 10%, 20%. That's like $2 to $4 million in profit per year if it was 10 to 20% profit. And now he's running this community, plus they have another community with 1,500 members priced at $98 a month. So that other community is like probably around $147,000 per month in revenue. So probably well over $1 million in profit per year from that other community. But let's just focus on this community alone. It's probably, this is a very rough estimate, it's probably at around $1 million in profit per month. Again, it is hard to say because I don't know how much they're spending on ads and stuff. But yeah, my point is, by switching to running a paid community in addition to their e-commerce stuff, they're probably making around, say, on just this high ticket community alone, if they're making $1 million in profit per month, that's like 6 times, that's like 3 to 6 times more in profit than when they were at around $20 million a year in revenue on the e-commerce stuff. That's the thing. Profit. There's a lot of talk about the revenue and stuff. And that's the thing, you have to be careful when it comes to these online marketing people. Because they talk about, yeah, I made $1 million made, and they are talking about revenue. It's not profit. They rarely talk about profit. That's the strange thing. So it's easy to get confused and misunderstand things. I'm not saying e-commerce is bad. E-commerce, it's a massive industry. But the profit margins are usually pretty bad compared to a lot of other stuff. But yeah. he also mentioned Discord. That's kind of confusing. Why are they choosing to use Discord? Why not this community instead? That's really confusing. I guess they are just used to using Discord. To me, the whole Discord platform is just terribly confusing. I even asked a lady that has been using Discord, I think almost daily for several years now. And she was like, yeah, she was completely confused about the whole thing. She was using it, but it was very confusing. Why people use that thing, I don't get it. But yeah, I'm talking about this as it is one guy. Spencer Pavlov. I guess there are two guys behind this thing. Because in the video he talked about Ann Spencer. And this guy in the video looks like Spencer Pavlov. And the guy speaking in the video, I guess he was maybe his partner. Maybe an employee or maybe a partner. Sean and Spencer. I guess they're probably 50-50 partners on this community. That's just my rough guess. How are they selling memberships? They have a LinkedIn page, but LinkedIn being LinkedIn, I can't even access it. Oh, that platform is a piece of work. Has a YouTube channel, Spencer Pavlov, 23,900 subscribers, 669 videos. And he has a link. The first link is to his high ticket community. The second link is to the low ticket $98 a month community. His third link in his YouTube bio is to his X/Twitter page. But yeah, let's look at a video 3 days ago. He posted
If you haven't heard of
3 days ago he posted a video. I'm just checking what links does he list in the description and pinned comment. There's no pinned comment, but in the video description, the first link is to the high ticket community. And the second link is to the lower ticket community. That is interesting. I guess a lot of people would have thought that in this day and age of funnels and stuff, he would focus hard on just selling the memberships to the low ticket community, and inside there he would upsell them on the high ticket one. But he's outright promoting the high ticket and the low ticket side by side. Apply to partner with our agency. So they also have an agency, like mentioned in the video as well. So that's also a thing with these communities. My guess is they're probably generating a bunch of clients for their agency from their communities. They're probably building a lot of KLT, know, like, and trust inside the paid communities. So upselling people to agency services probably works really good. But yeah, the third link under his YouTube video ecombusiness.com, we accelerate the growth of Shopify brands. A full stack performance marketing team that will actually get the job done. I'm ready to talk, and I guess it's a book I call funnel. Typeform. No, these quizzes, I just find them incredibly draining. But that might just be my opinion. Be careful about jumping to conclusions, because if someone is using something over and over again for a long time, it's probably because it works. So a lot of businesses are using those kind of quizzes to kind of, I guess, qualify prospects and stuff and sell the prospects. His fourth link in YouTube bio is get $100 off on Incense UGC. All-in-one solution for UGC plus influencer marketing. UGC, user-generated content. Interesting. This is big in the e-commerce industry, where they are getting influencers and people to make videos of them using or unpackaging or reviewing products. And I guess they are kind of looking at the stats and stuff, but it's some videos, especially if the videos are doing really well on social media, they take that video and use it as an ad and run paid ads to that video or with that video. And oftentimes it works really well. But maybe this is their business. Incense. Or maybe they are an affiliate. It says ref equals. So I guess that's maybe a referral or affiliate link. Get 15% off the fastest landing page builder. Use code ECA15. Yeah, I guess it's an affiliate to these things. The AI that knows what converts. Reduce abandoned carts with OpenSend. That's like his fifth link. OpenSend. Creative reporting and ad spying tool. Short URL at. That's interesting. Your creative engine that drives winning ads. I guess he's an affiliate for this one as well. But yeah. Maybe this is a tool that helps you find, winning ads. I'm sorry if it seems lengthy and drawn out, me going through these links. But I'm trying to figure out if he's also aggressively using email marketing. But yeah, for these links under this YouTube video, I guess maybe they vary based on what video he does.
You literally went from
my tech stack to scale to $1 million a month. So I guess these tools are tools he often uses. But guys, this is a lesson for all of us. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that are not promoting anything in their video description or in a pinned comment or in their bio. And also, there's a lot of YouTubers that are not promoting anything as an affiliate. But it looks like this guy is promoting like 5 different things as an affiliate under each video, and promoting his agency, and promoting his high and low ticket paid community. What does that mean? If you're starting a paid community, maybe you can get a bunch of YouTubers to promote it for you, if it makes sense, if they're in like the right category and stuff. And you might just need a few of them to help you take off. But yeah, that was YouTube. Sorry for taking a bit long there. He has an X/Twitter page with 15,600 followers, 3,318 posts. He has an Instagram page. By the way, the X or Twitter name was Spencer Pavliv, and Instagram page Spencer Pavliv, 5,547 followers and 6 posts. And then he has another link that doesn't work, but yeah. On his X/Twitter page, the link in his bio is to his high ticket paid community. Joined November 2022. Wow. 22, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at the time of this recording, a bit less than 4 years ago. That's nice. A lot can happen in 4 years. And by the way, if you're looking at school, Spencer Pavliv on his page, it says that he joined February 21st, 2023. So about 3.5 years ago at the time of this recording. Nice. But yeah, that was X. It looks like he's pretty active on there. And yeah. Sean Eng, I guess that's the name of his partner or employee. I think this is the guy we saw in the sales video. We're at his X page, 29,600 followers, 23,000 posts. Wow. That's prolific. But what is this guy promoting? Offers and resources. There's a link and then
this could be the biggest case study in history.
it's linking to a YouTube video. Anyway, I'm a bit confused if that guy, Sean Eng, if he's his partner or his employee, but anyway, looks like super skilled guys, anyway. And yeah, his Instagram page, the link in his bio, his Instagram bio leads to another Instagram page for Evolve e-commerce that has 5,516 followers, 274 posts, and in the link in that bio, there are 2 links, or the link leads to 2 links. Evolve, the high ticket paid community, it says 100k plus a month. Origins, 0 to 100k a month. His lower ticket community at $98 a month. But yeah, I guess their positioning has changed after they made the sales video that they're currently using. Because in their sales video, they're talking about 50k a month. But now he's talking about 100k a month. Or 100k plus per month. So it seems like now their target audience for their high ticket community is 100k plus per month. I guess this is another thing that I should mention. When it comes to paid communities, if you make it exclusive and you put up a barrier to entry, like you have to make at least 100k plus per month in revenue, or you're not allowed to join. If that's like a barrier to entry, it means that everyone that joins, or almost everyone that joins, are in that category. So the community itself becomes the value. In a lot of cases, these guys, looks like they're focusing hard on teaching stuff as well. But when you have a barrier to entry like that, it also makes the community itself more, what should I say, like elite, and yeah, it's like a status thing as well. And not just status, but that it's probably going to be a lot less fluff if everyone is making at least $100,000 a month in revenue. So the kind of advice you can get from others, the kind of maybe joint ventures and tips and advice you can share and stuff, contacts you can make, is probably going to be a lot better when there is a barrier to entry like that. And also, as you get more and more members that are in that category, it can make it more and more attractive for other people to join as well. But yeah, I think we have covered the main parts to this high ticket community. Pretty exciting stuff. And that's the thing as well, when you make a barrier to entry, that they have to make at least $100,000 plus per month in revenue. You know, you can charge more as well. That might be something to consider when you're building your own paid community. Maybe you could make a paid community for real estate brokers that are doing at least $50 million in deals or in sales per year, something like that. And you didn't even, maybe you could do it more like focused like on a mastermind or something like that as well. So you don't even have to be the expert. You can sell access to the other members. You can have like that dynamic going as well. But yeah. But yeah, let me just wrap this up with like a short little recap. Alright. So yeah, for this paid community success story, the name of the paid community, Evolve by Spencer Pavlev. I think maybe he is doing it with a partner, but yeah, by Spencer Pavlev. He's charging $1,700 per month, 790 members. And I think he has a yearly option, but it's this kind of school page is acting up again. So I can't see. But they mention a yearly option as well. And a really fascinating thing. They're selling membership at this high price without sales calls. They have like a few videos and pictures and text, but there's not sales calls. And with this, looks like their target market is Shopify brands or e-commerce brands that are doing at least $100,000 plus per month in revenue. But yeah. By the way, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. That was what I had in mind. Hey, we haven't looked at their Facebook ads. That's the thing. Because they were running Facebook ads to grow this paid community. But the Facebook ad library keeps kind of changing and stuff. Where is the ads? And these guys being heavily into e-commerce and stuff, it makes sense that they will also be using paid ads to grow their paid community as well. Facebook ad library gives me 83 results, but it's the wrong ads. Here, one of them popped up. Evolve Ecom. see ad details. Yeah, Evolve Ecom, 31 results, and most of these ads are actually from Evolve Ecom, it looks like. And looks like this is one of their best performing Facebook ads. Let's look at it. So the text on the ad: you're working harder on this store than you ever have, so why is the revenue number still stuck? You're in the ad account every single day, changing budgets, swapping audiences, turning stuff on and off, and the only consistent thing is how much you spend. CAC is volatile, ROAS up and down. And then you open up your feed and see someone in your exact niche running ads that just work, scaling like it's nothing. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you're starting to wonder if this is just the ceiling for you. Here's the thing though, it's not that you're not working hard enough. You're working plenty. It's that all of that hard work is going into the least important 10%, the ad account. When the thing that actually scales a store has nothing to do with your settings. What actually moves the needle is the marketing, product, offer, avatar, then creative that actually converts. That's the skill. And once you have it, the same budget you're already running starts to work. That's the whole reason we built Origins. 1,300 ecom owners are in there right now, learning exactly that. It's $98 a month, cancel in anytime. If you're done outworking a problem that effort can't fix, click below and join us. See you in there. But yeah, sorry. This was an ad for his lower ticket community. But yeah, look at this. Isn't that interesting? When they're running Facebook ads, they have their own sales page, their own long form sales page with a video, instead of sending them directly to the school platform. Again, one of the reasons I don't recommend using the school platform. There's a video.
You don't need another ecom.
There's a video in the ad. But let's try to find the ad for the high ticket community. Oh yeah. Scale your store to 100k a month. But here's one. Scale your store to 100k a day. Looks like this is the most successful ad they have for their high ticket paid community. Sorry about that confusion. Let's check the link to this one. Yes, it leads to the high ticket paid community at $1,700 per month. Alright, let's look at the text on this one. There are 500 plus operators in our Evolve group for one reason: to scale their ecom brand from 100k a month to 100k a day. Because what we found is that everyone teaching ecom at this level is obsessed with the wrong lever. More ad sets, broader audiences, higher budgets, just spend more. Stuff that spikes your revenue for a month, then tanks your ROAS the second you try to scale it. Then you're back to guessing. Evolve is built on the opposite idea. The reason you're stuck at $100K a month, the reason you're stuck at $100,000 a month isn't your budget or your campaign structure. It's that you don't have a system to consistently produce winning ads. You find one winner, ride it until it dies, then you're starting from zero again. So inside we don't teach you to pump out more volume. We teach you to run less ads with more intent and a higher hit rate. It's the $100,000 a day playbook. Research, plan, execute, test, then close the feedback loop. Most brands only ever do execute and test. That's why they can't scale. And the stories in there are insane. 49 brands have scaled past their first $100,000 a day. Guys who went from nearly bankrupt to $100,000 a day. One went from $2,000 a day to $160,000 days. Another hit $100,000 day at 18 years old. This stuff actually works, and the setup is simple. It's $1,700 a month. You can cancel anytime, and you get 200 plus modules across ads, creative, copy, supply chain, and finance. An invite only room of 500 plus 7 to 9 figure brands, and Sean and Spencer answering in Discord every single day. If you're already doing $100,000 a month and you're ready to scale to $100,000 a day, click below and join us. See you in there. And then there's the video for the ad.
I joined Evolve 1 year ago, and I can say it changed my life.
How much did Evolve add up to your revenue?
Multiple millions in revenue. Yeah, Evolve in one word is like think bigger. Like always think bigger. At the end of the day, everybody is here for think bigger. Always meet other people and talk to them just to see it's real. You have to get out your comfort zone to meet people and understand everything is possible in life. I joined Evolve 1 year ago, and
nice. So a great short testimonial video and this text. And guys, keep in mind, this is selling memberships at $1,700 per month. Absolutely fascinating. Solid stuff. But yeah. Alright, now I guess we have covered the main parts. But this ad started running on August 3rd, 2026. So that's 3 days ago at the time of this recording. Interesting. But it's hard to say what other ads they have been running. Maybe they're refreshing them often. Because sometimes one strong indicator that something is a winning ad is that it has been running for a long time. But sometimes people are taking winning ads and starting them over again, the same ads, same creative, same copy, and it looks like a new ad, but it's actually the same type of ad. So yeah, it's hard to say where these guys are getting most of their members from. I would guess probably Facebook ads, but also social media. But yeah. Alright, now let me try to do a short little recap of this whole thing. So yeah, this is a success story of a paid community called Evolve. A super exciting success story. They are selling memberships at $1,700 a month. And they have 790 members. It's a community by Spencer Pavlov. I think maybe he is doing it together with a partner named Sean, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, my very rough estimate is that he's making around $1 million in profit per month on this paid community. They're basically focusing on e-com brands, e-commerce brands, Shopify brands that have already reached at least $100,000 plus in revenue per month. That seems to be their target audience. And they're helping them scale past $100,000 a day with Facebook ads. And a lot more. But yeah. Really exciting stuff. And one of the things that was shocking to me is that they are selling this high-priced monthly membership without sales calls. A simple sales page. A few videos and pictures. But it's a solid offer though. How are they getting members? So he has a LinkedIn page, but LinkedIn being LinkedIn, I wasn't even able to visit it. He has a YouTube channel, Spencer Pavlov, 23,900 subscribers, 669 videos. And he's promoting the paid community in his bio and under a bunch of his videos as well.
As you see on screen, this ad account.
So that's YouTube. So kind of a pretty sizable audience on YouTube at 23,900 subscribers. Not massive, but pretty good. Then he has an X/Twitter account, Spencer Pavlov. 15,600 followers, 3,318 posts. And then he has an Instagram page, Spencer Pavlov, 5,541 followers, 6 posts. And in that bio, he promotes another Instagram page, Evolve e-commerce, 5,526 followers, 274 posts. And in that bio, they are promoting both their high ticket and low ticket paid community. Because he has a high ticket community, 790 members at $1,700 per month, and called Evolve, and he has another community called Origins e-commerce, 1,500 members at $98 a month. So yeah. And by the way, yeah, in X, he's also promoting his high ticket paid community in the bio. And they are using Facebook ads as well to grow. This Facebook ad is one of them. A 31-second testimonial video and this text. And yeah, like I already mentioned, that Facebook ad for the high ticket paid community, when you click on the Facebook ad, it sends you directly to this school page. But for their other Facebook ads, for their $98 a month community, it does not send, when you click the Facebook ad, it does not send you directly to school. It sends you to their own dedicated sales page. Take me to checkout. When we click here, I guess we are being sent to school. Yes. Why? Is it harder to sell something at $98 a month than something at $1,700 a month? I did not think so, but anyway, that's interesting. But yeah, that's the recap of this one. Super exciting stuff. This is a multi-million-dollar paid community. My very rough estimate is that they're making, or that this guy is making, about $1 million in profit per month. Nice. Alright guys, I'll leave it at that. If you want to learn more about paid community success stories and email newsletter success stories, and especially lifestyle businesses, you should check out our free community at terrific30.com. And by the way, just a little comment about lifestyle businesses. If you want time, income, and location independence, and you want something that you can earn like 10 or tens of thousands of dollars in profit per month, but having a lot of freedom, a paid community can be a great option. Look at this guy. He's busy doing e-commerce and stuff, but still he's running 2 paid communities in addition to his e-commerce business. So it's probably like extra streams of income for him. And in his case, I guess also running these paid communities is helping him learn things as well from his paid communities, from his agency that he's using in his own e-commerce as well. But yeah, I think he's still running e-commerce, and he also has an agency. Yet he still has 2 paid communities in addition to it. Nice. So yeah, if you want to learn more from real life success stories, go to terrific30.com. Alright guys, see you in the next one.